don't seek subs on Fetlife. I get this question a lot from Doms. They ask me, where can I go to get a sub at? I'm looking for a sub. And a lot of them assume that Fetlife is the best place to find a sub. You would think Fetlife would be the best place to find a sub because it's Fetlife. That's where you would think all the BDSM females that you might have an attraction to would be right there. You would think that, right? Well, the answer is no. Let me tell you why. Fetlife is extremely saturated with a bunch of so-called doms, just like you, looking for subs. With that being said, the women on Fetlife, they're bombarded with messages from all these doms begging, right? I'm emphasizing the word begging to be their dom, begging to be their master. And you don't want to be one of those dudes that come up in a girl's message and say, "Hey, I'm trying to get to know you," and she has like 100 guys saying the same thing or being thirsty for her. So, with that being said, you want to look for a submissive outside of Fetlife. And the reason why I'm saying outside of Fetlife is because you want to be the dom to introduce her to the BDSM lifestyle. If you meet a girl off Fetlife, 9 times out of 10 she's played with multiple people. She's had all types of dynamics with multiple doms, subs, whatever they label themselves as. She has multiple experience with them. So by the time she gets to you, she thinks it's supposed to be one way. She said, "Oh well, I only deal with doms who do this. I only deal with doms who do that. I only deal with masters who do that." You don't want that type of female. You don't want that. If you want to meet a female and you tell her, "Hey, I'm into BDSM," and now she's excited. Now she's interested in getting to know you, but also getting to know the aspect of BDSM from your perspective. And then what you do is now you can introduce her to sites like FetLife. You can introduce her to aspects of the community. Now, I say that it's best to meet a female in person because that's how I meet my subs. I meet my subs in person. For example, the way I smell stands out. I have a scent. It's actually one of my scents that I make. It's called Fresh as Hell. You can get it from my website, Swagboy360. But this oil that I have, it says I'm fresh as hell. The scent smells welcoming. The scent smells clean. Now, I know every cologne probably going to say the same thing, but no. I get compliments all the time from the way I smell. So that's one thing that stands out about me. Also, the way I dress stands out about me. The way I interact stands out about me. Now, if I were to meet that same girl, it wouldn't have the same effect. She can't smell me. She can't really see how I dress. She can't really see or get to experience my personality. So therefore, you really need to start approaching females, interacting with females outside of the lifestyle, then bringing them into the lifestyle. That's the best way to do it because honestly, I believe a lot of these females that's already in the lifestyle, I really don't like to deal with them because a lot of them that I've met that's in the lifestyle, they had so many experiences that I'm not comfortable with. They had too many dynamics that I'm not comfortable with. For example, I don't smoke weed, right? And when I interact with some subs from the lifestyle, they like, oh my God, you're the first master I met that don't smoke weed. What, like, do you drink? What type of drugs you do? Like, whoa, I'm asking her, like, what type of masters you been with? A lot of girls, they surprised when they hear I don't smoke weed. So that's why with me, I always like to meet a female outside of the lifestyle versus off of Fetlife. Because when you meet a girl off Fetlife, you gotta remember something too. She 9 times out of 10, she's gonna be cocky as hell. She's gonna be very cocky, very arrogant, and very entitled. But in a way, you can't blame her because the guys on there, they just thirsty. They just extremely thirsty. So therefore, that same girl who might be submissive, who might be very polite, very feminine, as soon as they log on to Fetlife, now they got to put their guard up now. Now they got to tell guys, leave me alone. Now they got to curse guys out because they keep being disrespectful. Like they keep bombarding her with dick pics. They keep bombarding her with let's hook up, let's have sex. Like they keep bombarding her with that type of energy. And here you come, or here I come with some good energy. It gets overlooked. She don't take you serious because she might think you're one of them. I don't got time for that. But if you meet that same girl, that same bubbly, that same feminine, that same nice, easygoing girl outside of Fetlife, you have a way different experience. Or not even in person. You can meet that same girl on another website, total different experience. Because on Fetlife, I would say use Fetlife for research purposes only. Use Fetlife for, let's say, where the events are going to be held at. Use Fetlife to keep in contact or network with others. Use it for that. Now, not saying you can't meet a good down to earth sub on Fetlife. I'm not saying that. Because in the process of you just networking, you might come across a cool girl on Fetlife that's a sub. And now you can interact with her. But overall, if you on Fetlife solely seeking a sub, it's going to be a lot of obstacles ahead of you. Yo.